Back on trail this morning. It's about 9:30. Hated to leave you hanging yesterday after that last overlook. Hiked on through and I needed to get into town. I was just needed to rest and everything and get me something to eat and get some hydration and everything else and just do a couple things. I just wasn't feeling it. So anyway, I was like, well, I'm going to town. So I went into town and spent the majority of the day and got back out here. Feel a whole lot better than what I did yesterday. And just ready to head on up. Not sure exactly how far I'll get today, but see if we can mosey through some of these rocks through here and, and see what we can come up with. Past the 501 shelter here and getting into these Boulder Fields. Again, the trail's been rocky this morning, so anyway, it's just rock after rock after rock going across. So I'm gonna put this thing up before I drop it. Well, here's our first view for today, looking over to some of the farmland hills of Pennsylvania. Right here. Well, I've made it 1,200 miles. I'm less than 1,000 miles from Maine. So, trucking along. I'm trying to, wow, that's a pretty good feeling right there. Less than 1,000 miles. Well, I'll see you here in a little bit. I'm going to ponder on this for a little bit. Nice little reservoir right there for water. Looks like somebody's got a rope for a good swimming hole. Be nice on a hot day. Lord have mercy. Right on side the dadgum trail. Whew. In 1755, this was the site of Fort Detrick Snyder. It was a lookout post to warn of the approach of enemies in the French and Indian War. The Historical Society of Berks County, 1915. It was relocated in 1946. Now they had, I know Berks County, Pennsylvania, a lot of the, if you're from the area where I'm from, North Carolina, a lot of the people migrated from Berks County down into that area. So I know it's a historical type area. I think I don't know exactly how, if anything else was laid off of it or not over the years, but like any counties was cut off of it. But I do know it was very historical. A lot of old families come back down into the southern regions from Berks County, Pennsylvania. Now, I ain't never seen nothing like that. It's almost like one of them big old dandelion things all over right there on the ground. It's the wind's blowing the seeds around. It's all over the ground here. It's like a big dandelion is just spewed. Huh. At least the rocks has calmed down. Tell you what, in Pennsylvania, you're trying to watch the rocks and watch for the rattlesnakes. But if you keep your eye on the ground, you can't see the white blazes, and they don't make the turns clear. And you end up backtracking and walking over and everything else. I just got off trail and had trying to find, because I was watching the ground and the path kept on going. So I guess I'm gonna have to change the way I'm hiking a little bit through here, trying to keep from throwing my ankle out or foot out or knee or whatever over these rocks, which it ain't rocky right now. But anyway, I've done, this is twice now I've got turned around on the trail here in Pennsylvania. So anyway, I'll keep on trucking, walking through this prescribed burn area. Burned all the leaves and undergrowth out, which prescribed burns is good for the forest. It opens up the pine cones so that the seeds can grow new trees, and the plants seem to thrive from the acidity of it and everything. That cleans up the underbrush, and it really helps in prevention of wildfires. So you can tell where it scorched a lot of stuff, and a lot of this littler stuff would die out, but it will clean up the forest floor a lot. I believe this is one of my favorite flowers. I love a pink lady slipper. They are just such beautiful plants. They're very rare to see, but they're very, when you do see them, I know bumblebees love them, because the pink, they go after, they're the ones that pollinates them, I think. But today's been very rocky. I know that in parts, and then other parts it's been smooth. Only been that one just real rock scramble and everything today. I'll tell you, it's been feel good today. Feel good. I think going in town and getting me something to eat and resupplying, and just sitting down and just taking a minute to myself and getting me a plan together for the next week or so. That is what I needed. Just something another. You can sit down and look at it on the trail down here, but sometimes you just need a minute to yourself. And a good bed to sleep in. But anyway, today's been awesome. It's not been a lot of steep climbs. There has been a couple climbs, but it's been nothing to write home about. It's been pretty well flat. I think this morning I only started out with 2,100 feet to go, and I'm going for Port Clinton. There's a pavilion at the Lutheran church that I plan on staying at tonight. I think there's like a little diner going up to it, so I'm gonna stop down and get me some dinner. But anyway, it's been a nice day out. It's been about 70. It was about, when I took out this morning, it was kind of hard getting a hitch back up to the road this morning. Anyway, I think I walked about a mile and a half, and this gentleman picked me up, and he said, "Do you need a ride?" And I said, "If you're going my way," and I told him I think it was 645, the name of the road, and I might have that wrong. Anyway, I told him, I said, 645, and he said, "Well," he said, "I'll run you over there." So he said, "Hop in," and his daddy was a coal miner, and he said that he currently lives at his old home place, and he said that they had a path from his home place across the mountain to where the coal mine was. And he said his daddy had to leave home when it was dark and go down in the coal mines and come back up and get home when it's dark. Said he never saw the light of day during the days that he's working in the coal mines. And I said, man, must be a hard job. I said, I pity anybody that ever had to do that. I said that they earned every dime, what little bit they got paid. And anyway, he was talking about that, and he just ran me up there. It wasn't, but I think from the hotel that I stayed at to the 645 wasn't but like 4.5 miles. I think I'd walked about 1.5 miles. So anyway, that's what we talked about. But he was a good old-fashioned feller. But that's what my plans is. And I did get some trail magic, and the people doing the trail magic had a Tesla, and the only seat available sitting there was the back, so I did get to sit in the back of a Tesla, and I didn't catch on fire either. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. A lot of firsts on this trip, but I did get to sit in a Tesla. That I told him, I said, man, it's the first time I've ever got to sit in one of these little electric cars. I sat on a golf cart before, but that don't count. So anyway, they had some carrots and cucumbers and some water and some pretzels and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna stroll on. I'll see you right later. It's odd to be out here in the middle of nowhere. Feel sorry for the person that had to lug that up here. Or maybe it just mystically appeared. And since we've been going across these unrelenting rocks and I ain't even seen a view. So, right here we go. I'll tell you what, far out says that it's steep going into Port Clinton, and it's rocky and slick dirt. It ain't just Whistling Dixie. This has been a knee killer. This is a decline right here. Looks like at one time somebody had a road down through here. They should have kept the road and thrown the trail in the trash. Lord have mercy. But that'd have been the simple way. The AT ain't the simple way. They do their own thing. So let's see if we can get down here without getting killed. Looks like an old train depot down there, but it's with some Amtrak cars and everything else. There's a Carolina Southern car. Got some old rail cars and stuff. Lord have mercy. But it's up the track of it. Passenger cars. Got its old engine down there too. Huh. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's neat. Old train depot here at Port Clinton. Pretty neat. Got a train, everything else. That is neat. But I better get out of the track here or I'll be ran over. But I gotta find the AT. The AT is not real good at presenting itself. So we will. Got another old engine there. I'll pitching's back over here. Alrighty. I'm assuming we gotta go across this bridge up here, because I don't think they don't usually take us down the railroad tracks that I know of yet. I'll tell you what, my dogs is tired. Yeah, right there's the blazes. My dogs is tired. Gonna go to the Steiner and get me something to eat. Famous reading anthracite. I'll have to Google it. But it's been a good day. When they say it was steep coming out down to Port Clinton, they mean that it was steep. Done about 25.9 miles. Like I say, the train wasn't that bad, just coming in down here, and then all the rocks kind of got my knees going. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get at the Pavilion tonight to stay and see if they say it's kind of loud because the train's going through there, but right now I could care less. But anyhow, I'll go up here and get me something to eat and get ready for tomorrow. I think the rocks is going to be there tomorrow too, so we'll get all that figured out as we go. But let's walk on up here and get us something to eat. Well, this is the Pavilion Grounds. That's the hiker shelter. I'm gonna blow up my air mattress and just cowboy camp under the pavilion. They got picnic tables down there at the river. That you can go to. The railroad track is right on the other side of the river. There's a porta-john right there. It's basic, but it's good. And sadly to say, but the restaurant was closed when I got there. It closes at 7, except on Fridays, and it closes at 8. So anyway, it's a pretty nice place. The birds have been flying around. I'm gonna eat a little supper and go to sleep.